New update 2.0 is coming to Aion Classic European version of the game very soon during August. And in the next few minutes you'll find out what can you do right now to prepare for release of that new update. In the next few minutes you will see conversation between me and fellow graphics during live stream, so let's check that part of live stream. Like I said, you'll hear everything about gear, crafting, abyss points, what can you do right now to prepare for new update.
The positive thing is because we still have a good amount of 3.5 weeks before the next patch comes, as far as we know.
Exactly.
We don't have a date yet, obviously.
Yes.
But what I would like to mention, because I have the possibility right now, and thank you for that, Society,
Absolutely.
is that what to focus on right now. If you have no clue, if you don't know what to do, then obviously, like he mentioned earlier, daily dredge for abyss points is really good. Try to run Asteria and Roa if you have a group. If not, then do it in 3-man, 4-man, and split equally. Obviously, try to get your gear. You don't need to plus it to anything. You try to have white mana stones if you don't have enough Kina for now, that you can have basic stuff. One thing that is really essential for you is try to run arena every day. The reason for arena is obviously because right now, if you don't have good gear, which would be most have Anuhat, and if you don't have Anuhat, you would have Grogit. And if you have Grogit gear, especially for the new players, what would happen is if you level up at level 55, you would still have Grogit.
Yes.
So the thing is that if you run arena, you can use those insignias to trade you a PvE level 55 gold gear that is better than Anuhat. So you would have default gear for the coming patch, which is really obviously
really good and really easy to get.
Exactly, really easy to get. Really, you only need that 6,000-7,000 coins, and each time you lose arena, which is totally fine to lose arena, by the way.
Absolutely.
You will get 600 coins if you lose. If you win, you get like 900. So there you go. You can do math. You will find that it's extremely easy to get full gear and full weapon at level 55.
Exactly.
Leveling wise, we have gotten a current event. We have all gotten leveling charms, if I remember correct, 15, I think, of those.
Exactly.
Keep them for your main character. Keep them for your main character to level up. Leveling from 50 to 55 will be tough. The best way to level from 50 to 55 would be 2-man, 3-man Udas, because you will get a lot of XP. Use the charm and do it there. Other than that, obviously do the campaign, do the quest to try to get hit level 55 as soon as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, other than that, what else can you do? Try to hit collection, essence tabbing. Try to hit that to max. You have enough time. It takes literally 3 days to hit it on max. Why? Because you can do Tiak every day, and you have to, or you should be doing Tiak every day. And in Tiak, there are objects you can collect. Those give you abyss points and more contribution points for you in Tiak. So obviously that is helpful. And of course, with essence tapping and ether tapping, you make a lot of Kina. Like right now, the prices, look at the prices of ether. If you are selling ether, you can make a good amount of Kina. Then if all that is boring for you and you would like to do something else, leveling up characters is good opportunity.
Yep.
Because if you just level up more characters to level 55, you can give them the golden gear I just mentioned 5 seconds ago, and then you can offer your service to other players who want to do Esoterras. Just charge them 1 million for each run and pass on all the abyss relicts with your twink. You can obviously, with your main account, you are the ones buying from other players, but with your twinks you can basically just sell for 1 million or 5 million or whatever. You just go Esoterras with them, help them clear the dungeon, and just pass on the relicts and give them the abyss points, and for that they will pay you. So this is also a way to get Kita with the coming patch. So wait, let me think. And then of course one last thing is crafting. Try to hit at least one crafting to max, because in the coming patch people will need the siege weapons. They are essential for siege. True. Because they go for personal contribution. They count for personal contribution. And in sieges, you will be getting, for every siege, you will be getting, if you could do decent amount of DPS, you'll be getting between 20 to 60,000 Abyss points each siege. So it would be really good if you also have a siege weapon for the gates. And obviously, the siege weapons, to craft a siege weapon, every single part need to be crafted from each profession. So that's why if you have any profession, you can start selling them those items. And the last thing you can sell, if you hit 500, which you will be able with the next patch, you will be able to hit 500. You can craft heliotropes, which you can do every day 2 times. Heliotropes are needed to craft the Graved gear, which is one of the strongest gear in game, which is crafted here, by the way. It has your name in the gear. So what I'm trying to say is, like, for example, if it's a greatsword and your name is Peter, then it's the name of the weapon. It will be the name of the weapon. You will see it in red. It will be Peter's Graved greatsword, for example.
Yes,
and that's of course something which is cool. So it's kind of easy to craft. The materials together is kind of easy. Obviously the proc is hard, but in general it's kind of, if you work for it hard, you can get it quite easy. So people will be trying to craft gear and weapons and all that. So obviously if you have heliotropes, you can sell them to those people. Usually on this patch, usually they go for 1 million each, and that's another 2 million that you would be getting every day. And so yeah, obviously that's also something you could focus on for Kina. And one last thing, right now we can only go to 449, but if you don't have the Kina, don't force yourself to 449 if you don't need it. You can stay at 400 or 399. Better to just stay at 400 and then use the coming materials to hit easier to 440, and then with barley materials you can hit to max, which is 500.
Yeah. What about Abyss gear? We should get new Abyss gear level 55.
Yes.
So I was checking, that gear should be buyable for Sapphire medals, new Sapphire medals, right? Which we are getting probably, we should get these medals from new sieges in Ingison and Gelkmaros. Now, I was checking a little bit price. Actually,
Yes.
I was surprised. For example, for full armor, 3.2 million Abyss points, level gear level 55. Additionally, a lot, 900,000 Abyss points for the weapon. That would be overall 4.1 million AP for Abyss gear level 55. Now, that sounds maybe too much right now when we are talking about, when you say it like this, 4.1 million. Don't forget, taking consideration that it will be easier to get more Abyss points in update 2.0. We are getting additionally Tiak Research Base, which you'll be able to play every evening. So not only that you'll be able to play Dredgen every evening on one ramp character, you'll be able to play also Tiak Research Base, 6 versus 6 players, combination of PvP and PvE, something similar to Dredgen, but of course different. And also a number of Abyss points should be increased, which we are getting in Dredgen in Tiak. So only if you are doing these two things every single evening, you should be able to get 4.1 million AP. Well, you will not get it fast, you know what I mean, but you
Well,
get
I
it
can
in
give you the
certain matter.
numbers. Sorry, I interrupted
Yeah, it's
you.
okay,
I
it's
can
okay.
give you the numbers. So right now, if you do the basic of basic, you usually do on a daily base 8,000 to 13,000 Abyss points. And in 2.0, if you do the basic stuff, you will be between 30 to 35,000. So you see already, it's like 3 times the amount of what you are getting right now. So obviously, you will be getting more Abyss points, and
Yes,
then
exactly.
you have still, the dungeons, and like Isoterras, for example, gives you like 100k if you are solo looting everything. So that's 100k a week, and then in addition. And then every single siege gives you 20, 30k, which is in addition, obviously more Abyss points. So you can do math, you can calculate. It shouldn't be hard to get gear in general.
Yes.
But since you mentioned gear in general, don't think that you have to go for the 55 gear. The 55 gear is one really good gear, but
Exactly.
is not the best gear for every single class.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you
The
can.
best
But you
gear,
can. There is possibility for that, right?
of course, the best gear for every single class is coming in the end of the year, which is the ABG gear. That one everyone should have, and that's gonna cost 5 million. So right now, if you have, let's say, few pieces of 40 gear E40 or few pieces of E50, is no shame, no harm to completing that with the coming patch
You
before
mean
thinking
update
of getting
2
something
point
else.
update 2.4, right? And you can explain ABG gear, what you can know said, right? That people who don't know what it is.
Yeah, ABG gear is the epic PvP gear that's gonna come 2.5. And since we're gonna get 2.0, in 2.0, if you have E40 not completed or E50 not completed,
True.
don't worry, complete it easily before you think about something else.
Yeah.
Because in the end, the E40 is one of the strongest MRES gear that you can go for. You can also put it on MAG accuracy if you want. Um, the 55 even is a good solid DPS gear and also a MRES gear, and the level 50 is a good solid block gear, but you can obviously also just use it as DPS gear. And yeah, Bash will be really easy for every single one of you because you can buy every single piece of Bash. Of course, at the beginning the pieces will be expensive, but over time, when everyone has Bash, I'm totally seeing even Twinks wearing full Bash gear. And Bash is a solid gear till ABG to use it as the DPS gear in PvP or in PvE if you have PvP accessories.
Yeah, exactly. But regarding gear, I think Abyss points, just to mention this, from what I have studied so far, Abyss points collecting shouldn't be that much issue. I mean, you can already start now a little bit to make some plans and maybe to collect some AP, but it will be easier to collect in the future. But what about medals? So if we might get Sapphire medals, right? That will not be easy to collect. I can see like 325 medals for armor. I don't know how much additionally for weapon. I assume like maybe even 100. So more than 400 overall, right? That will not be easy to collect. I think you will go to sieges obviously, but also there are some daily quests. I think. Not sure we will get
4
them.
quests every day you can do, but
Yes.
for the 4 quests we need 4 fortresses, which definitely not gonna
No,
happen.
but at least
Um,
two forts
but
we
we
can.
will, if we work as a team, as a faction together, we will probably get 2 definitely, 1 for sure, but 2 definitely.
Yes.
And the best strategy would be if we would get 1 on Ilios map, 1 on Asmodean map, because then we can also do the PvP kills and all that quite easy. Because the thing is that on one side, like on Ilios side, you have the quest, and on Asmodean side, you have the quest, and it's just better to have it on both sides, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Other
And
than
those
those quests,
medals, just to say, those medals are not
yeah.
tradable. That's important to say. There was some chest I can see in North America. I don't know. That was in Korea. Can you explain the chest? I can see in
The
Sapphire.
chest only comes from siege. After every siege, you don't get the medals. You get chests. Those ones are tradable, but the ones that you do in the quest, they are not tradable.
But there was event. Wasn't written also event chest? There was also some kind of event chest additionally to
Yeah,
this.
that was there's a Shogu standing in Sanctum and Pandemonium. We haven't gotten the Shogu yet. From that Shogu you can also buy those event chests, but for the event chest you need daily tokens that you would collect in Gelkamaros and Ingison.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but
Those chests
that's
are
an event.
tradable.
I don't know. I can't say when the event or if the event ever will
Yeah,
come.
it will happen. Yeah, but so it's not like situation which you currently have that gold medals and silver medals are tradable, right? You can trade them.
Yeah.
Normal. These are not tradable. So I think that more issue it will be about getting medals than getting AP. Definitely, AP will not be that much issue
Yeah,
as
AP will
medals.
not be an issue, but that's exactly why I said that don't bother yourself with be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I've got 3 pieces of E50 or E40, and I'm gonna wait till I can buy a level E55. No, bro, just finish your E50 or E40 because you can always just remove all the mana stones and put it in a def set like Empress or Block or whatever you need, HP or whatever you need, depending on your class, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. And what is important to say, you can mention that, especially for the new player, if you want to start to play the game, you don't have to be new player. Maybe you're a veteran player, you still didn't start to play Aion Classic until now. You will start for update 2.0. Alucard set anymore from Dark Poeta doesn't make any more sense anymore. You can mention tech set, right?
Yes.
So basically, that set is not something extraordinary. However, what is extraordinary about tech set is that you can go into Arena. I remember I went in North America. I was playing for update 2.0. I went over there to play Arena of Discipline and Arena of Chaos, even that I was losing. It's okay. You need to play like, I did not happen in a day or two, but seriously, I was playing like maybe a few days, 2 or 3 days. And if you play Arena for a few days, you'll have enough crucible insignias, should be the insignias you should be able to buy that gear. You should have enough insignias for full set. And that means armor and weapon. And now with that armor and weapon, you'll be able to play the rest of the PvE content in Ingison or Gelkmaros, depending on which faction you play, and then get some other gear if you want, right? So don't bother, don't waste your time. Only if you want to get Alucard set, okay? If you are collectible, if you are into collections, if you want to have Alucard set, okay, you can go DP. But that would be, if you don't have time, most efficient way would be actually go to play arenas. Even if you lose, it's okay. Buy yourself armor and weapon, which is actually pretty decent. It's not something extraordinary, but it's better than Grojet. It's better. Is it that much better than Alucard? I know it's better, but is it really that much better than Alucard? Did you study?
I can just link you on what class you're playing right now. You're on a Gladiator.
I'm currently on Gladiator.
Yeah, let me just post you one item, and then you can just show the item compared to. Do you have Anuhat?
No. I don't have Anuhat.
It's fine. I can also post you Anuhat, and then you can just show it in the chat. But yeah, it's quite easy to get, and stat-wise, I mean, it's 5 levels apart. You could technically make it also to +10 if you want.
Yeah, then no point to go too high with it. Maybe +5, maybe not even +10, because you'll want to get anyway something maybe different, depending on which class you're playing and everything. But it's a very easy to get set, especially if you are joining now for new player, right? If you're a new player, right? And if you're starting, for example, I didn't have time, for me, this is perfect situation, actually. I didn't have much time to play after release of the game. I wasn't able to focus myself completely playing either Gladiator or Chanter, but I will have reached level 50 with both of characters. Now, you know what I will do? I will level up to 55 and I will get tech set for both of them, right? And then I will continue with AP. So this is one very simple solution. You don't need to continue to grind anymore. DP, right? For example, if you don't want to, right? So
I mean, to be honest, like, okay, this will probably, some of you will probably not fully agree with me, which is totally fine. You don't have to agree with me. But my opinion is that if you have not played this patch, the current patch 1.9, and you are starting the game at the coming patch, which is 2.0, it makes not big difference. Like it's okay. There's no issue with that. You can totally start with 2.0 and you will still be able to catch up and enjoy the game and have fun.
Absolutely. Because just to say to everybody, I mean, obviously update 1.9 was not only about leveling, but it was very important to level up, right? And to get into endgame. Now, endgame in update 1.9 wasn't that rich. Even that, yes, we have, but what you have? DP or DC? You play every evening, right? People mostly play DP, DC. You can go to pay TL if you want to get rare and stuff. And you have one run of Dredgen every evening. Beside that, you can go into crafting, okay, if you're enjoying that. And you have sieges 3 days per week. That's it. It's not rich. We need update 2.0 to get additional content in the game. Not only gear, not only that PvE dungeons, right? In Ingison or Gelkmaros, right? There is few of them, but also Tiak Research Base. And it gives to game something what we right now need, right? What is this? This is Alucard.
I have sent you the Alucard armor chest. Can you show that?
Yes, quickly? I'm showing. Alucard Gladiator breastplate. Okay, and now...
and I'm going to show you the other one.
Okay, so this is Alucard Gladiator
And
breastplate,
someone
guys.
someone asked how to get the dungeon on Asmodean side. It's arena, bro. It's just arena. The 1v1 or the other one, like where everyone fights each other. So it's
Yeah.
just the arena. You have to do everything every day. That's it.
Yeah, tech is better. Tech is better. Tech is better. Tech is better than Alucard. This doesn't need to mean that, like I said, if you like to collect gear, you can still go for Alucard, which is one beautiful set of the gear, absolutely. But yeah, this is new level cap, new update, right? So so tech is nice. Tech is nice set. In North America, I have equipped. And what is important just to say, additionally, if I didn't mention, we will get a Mithril coin set. We didn't mention that, fellow. A Mithril coin set is very nice set, very beautiful set. Nevertheless, it has two problems. Problem number one, that quest when you get Mithril coins to buy Mithril coin set is daily. It's not anymore. You can do it unlimited amount of times. So that quest is giving you only 2 Mithril coins, and you need also to pay 59,000 kina for that special item to deliver the quest, right? So it's a daily quest. The Mithril coins are tradable, but even when you would want to buy that set, if you want to buy Mithril coins, you need more than 1,000 Mithril coins to get that full set with weapon, right? For any class. And what is important on the end, this set, tech, is better than Mithril coin set. I have compared, I don't have here anywhere comparison to show you, but that set is better than Mithril coin set. So tech set is actually amazing set. You can get it easy and it's very. Hey Squall, bro, nice to see you here. How are you, Squall?
What's up,
we
bro?
have Squall. What's up, man? You want to join on Discord? If you want to join, come.
Someone asked, can you ask your friend in the Tabata weapon is essential? No, the Tabata is not essential. The Tabata weapon is just a bonus for everyone who got it or who was behind it and stuff. If you don't have the Tabata weapon, it's totally fine. Again, we are talking about the Tag gear. You can just run the dungeon and just get the Tag weapon if you don't have the Tabata, and then go to 4 bash weapon.
Yeah. Thank you, Squall, for the raid. Also, thank you for the raid, guys. This part of the live stream, fellow, this will be second video. First video will be main issues and state of the game after 3 months, and second video, I need to use this opportunity, guys, and you'll hear this. You will be credited, of course. We have, guys, this evening very rare opportunity. We have fellow graphics here with us. And we are talking about update 2.0, how to prepare for that new update. And I already see now on my YouTube channel video how to prepare for the new update. This is very good topic. No, you have big knowledge about the game, and don't worry, I will give you credit, of course, absolutely below the video. I will give you credit that people can subscribe, follow you on Twitch. I have this evening with me, guys, fellow graphics. I want to repeat this for everybody who have joined this live stream. Fellow graphics, you can follow here on Twitch, and you will find link in description below video if you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel. If you are following me, right, if you are watching this as live stream right now, you can check Aion Gameforge community, hero community, and over there you will find fellow graphics. So it's very nice to have somebody here with me talking who loves the game. I know he loves the game and have knowledge about the game, and keeping keeping everything updated. He knows what is happening in Korea, North America, playing here in Europe, and it's always interesting to talk with him. So we are talking how to prepare for update 2.0. So if you have any kind of questions, be free to ask here on the chat. Be free to ask. Yeah.
So we were talking about the weapons, and again, the question was if it's worth doing DPS. I mean, you have 3 weeks. Even like, let's say you are not dropping a lot of items that you need, it's still good to run to just collect Kina, let's say, even that you won't be making that much, but what you make, if you start selling items, then you would make few million, be helpful for you. So yeah, if you have a group, if you have a static, then sure, run it. The question again with the Tabata weapon. The Tabata weapon usually concerns let's say the top 15%, who for them it makes a huge difference. if they have a Tabata weapon or not. But in general, it's not needed. You don't need the Tabata weapon to play the next patch. You don't even need the Anuhat weapon to play the next patch, because as I just said, you just level up to level 55, and then you can do arena. And with arena, which you should be doing every single day with all your characters that you want to play active in that level, run arena, and then you can buy the target gear. And not only the gear, the weapon also is available.
The weapon is good. Weapon is good. I can compare weapon with Mithril and with, I can compare weapon in North America with Mithril and with Grojet, for example, and it was easy to get. Just before we continue with another question, I see here besides Squall, Project Turbo Wolf, welcome to live stream. Astrals Gaming, welcome. There are a few people here from Aion Gameforge team. You are welcome to join my Discord, and you are welcome to join Fellow and me here in the room. You will see us in the room on my Discord. I am in. We are in 6 people room. You can join here if you want to participate in this conversation. You're welcome to join. So Astrals Gaming, Project Turbo Wolf, also Squall, bro, come here if you want to add something to this as for preparation for update 2.0, right? Join us here, right? Another question was here, this is pretty clear. Drinky Binky was mentioning Executioner, so no, right? We shouldn't get new class.
Executioner is gonna come with next year.
2.7 update is Executioner. Yes. I know that because because of Korea and North America, we know that. So not so soon. We will be lucky if we get 2.4 update on the end of this year, because we have get the original plan. Original plan was that we get update 2.0 on the end of July, and then in September we get update 2.4, and on the end of year update 2.5. Now that will not happen because we have get delay of update 2.0 until August. So that means that probably we will get update 2.4 on the end of the year, right? And then 2.5 in 2024, on the start of 2024, right? That would be logical. And then new class Executioner in 2024 later, right? With update to 2.7.
Yeah.
That would be logical, right? At least. Yeah.
So someone was asking about gear.
Yes.
Gear requirement for Stormwing. I have done Tark on NA with my Tark gear. I've done Stormwing. I've tanked him. No problem.
So you can play normally with tech gear Stormwing, right? So
just,
it will not be
essential. Just put your weapon. If you only have Tark weapon, just put it on +10. That I would definitely recommend. You don't need to plus the gear itself, and then you will be dropping the pieces of Bash quite well, and then just change the pieces one by one.
You have heard it, guys. So this evening somebody was mentioning. Somebody was here on live stream mentioning if you don't have full Anucard gear, nobody will take you for Stormwing. They will take you.
That is kind of wrong.
That is wrong. If somebody requires that from you, ignore that person and just join some other group. If you will have full tech, which is easy to get, we have talked about this, right? Go arena, get that crucible insignia, play arena 2 or 3 days, like seriously 2 or 3 days. Arena of chaos, arena of discipline, get crucible insignia, even if you lose, it's okay, and you have full weapon and armor tag, and you can get it very easy. That tag gear, look, I'm here currently showing you Anuhard Gladiator breastplate, which is worse than tag NCO breastplate. And you can get that. So noble tech.
Even if you don't like PvP, like if you don't like PvP, minimize the game. Just stand AFK in the arena, get your 600 points, and that's it. And for all the good players in listening currently, it would be nice if you can give them at least 3 kills.
Yeah, exactly.
So they can complete the daily quest and get more arena tickets. Because in the end of the day, if more people join the arena, it's gonna be helpful for the ones that enjoy arena, and if they get gear faster, obviously we will enjoy it more. And especially later when the seasons come, it would be nice to have the arena seasons full with a lot of active players rather than fighting the same players over and over again.
Yes, exactly. So it will be very interesting, I have to say. And Noble Tech is still far from us. What is interesting, I just have to mention, you can see here Tech NCO breastplate, which fellow have link. Noble Tech didn't even come in update we are getting this tech in 2.0, but noble tech didn't even come in update 2.5. It was, I'm not sure even now in 2.7 did they introduce noble tech in the gear, right? Which is interesting in the game, right? Which is really interesting. They have announced it, they will put it in the game, but I didn't see noble tech still in the game introduced over there in North America. So I'm not sure about Korea. Yeah. If you are watching my live stream, let's go for a live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of Aion classic content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon.